Today, we're going to talk about what happens when you book with an OTA versus booking directly. We're going to do a video review of what happened to this particular guest and what the front desk agent had to deal with because of hey, it's a OTA. Let's go.
It was prophesied that another Jordan will be born who will be greater than Michael Jordan, but he won't be the MJ of basketball. He will be the MJ of hotels.
Prophecy fulfilled. This episode was brought to you by the Hotel Revenue Bible, the #1 hotel revenue book that has ever been written. It includes revenue management, digital ads, social media marketing, sales, catering, F&B, and more. Grab your copy today at hotelrevenuebible.com. OTAs are, they're great tools for hotels to use, especially ones that don't know how to market themselves. A lot of times people use OTAs because they have a great relationship with them. They get to choose whatever hotel they want. So guests use OTAs because they feel like they're going to get a better deal booking with OTA versus booking directly. And a lot of times this does not work out to this advantage. So we're going to review this video real quick and see what happened to this guest when they book with the OTA versus booking directly with the hotel.
We have 2 kids, 2 adults.
Yeah.
The reservation on our phone is clear, what we reserved.
Yeah.
What do you expect us to do?
Well, with that one, we could get you checked in. It came in as a king suite reservation, so it has a king bed and a sofa pull-out couch.
What do you expect us to do? We need.
Now, as you can see, he said he booked one thing with the OTA, but it came through as another thing to the system. This happens a lot, and the reason why this happens is because you'll get an OTA that's trying to make money, and they're just gonna push your reservation through. They don't care about the room type as long as they get the commission. So they see that the hotel is sold out on one room type, and they just pushed it through to any room type, and now the hotel has to deal with it. This happened to me personally when I was in Costa Rica. I requested a king bed. I showed the confirmation showing a king bed. It came through as a double bed. They got the commission. They could care less. So you really have to understand what you're dealing with when you're, booking an OTA. Most of the times they're gonna do what's in their best interest versus what's in the guest's best interest. So you have to be mindful of that.
What do you expect us to do? We have 2 kids and us. We can't all sleep in a king bed. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I understand. It's the way that Booking.com sends us the reservation, so all that we have is that, and we're sold out for tonight.
Okay, I get that. So what do you expect us to do? That's my question.
Well, that's
How
what
do we
I'm
solve
saying.
it?
Yes, so we could either check you into the room or we could cancel the reservation. That's the only 2
And
options.
sleep in our car? Do you
No, I'm not-
items? Yeah. I mean, where else are we gonna go? Are there any other Holiday Inn Express hotels you can check us into?
I don't have the power to do that, but there are Holiday Inn Expresses in Bloomington.
You're not even gonna help us. You're gonna say, take the room as it is, or you're on your own.
What I can do to help you guys is get you guys checked into the room that has the king bed and the sofa pull-out couch. But apart from that, we don't have any other rooms to check you guys into. If it's regarding what you guys reserved, you would have to call Booking.com so that they could assist you with something that happened on their end. But this is just the information that we've received from Booking.com.
Now, as you can see, she's saying this is just the information we received from Booking.com. When you make a reservation with the OTA, your reservation doesn't belong to the hotel. The hotel is just servicing the reservation. Your reservation belongs with the OTA. So there's very limited things that the hotel can do when there is an issue or if there's a conflict or a refund or a change. You have to go back to the OTA to make any changes that you need to make because it's their reservation. It's not the hotel's reservation.
Who hasn't checked in? What else is available? Where programs?
We don't have any other rooms
Who
available.
hasn't checked in yet?
These rooms are reserved. I can't take them from somebody that's already reserved a room.
You gave somebody our room, right? The way it was supposed to be reserved?
No, because we held the room that we had the information for. which is the king suite. That's what booking.com sent over to us, so we kept that room for you guys.
How did you think 4 people would fit in that room? I mean, when you see it come in, don't you go, this doesn't make sense?
No, because booking.com sends us the information, so that's the reservation, and we hold it as it is.
So you think 4 of us can sleep in that room? That's your suggestion?
I'm not too sure how you guys were going to, do the setup in there. We just have the reservation as it was sent into us.
Now, that's another key point is the reservation. The reservation has nothing to do with the hotel. The people that you made the reservation through, they're the ones that has to deal with that reservation. So if you're in a situation where something like this happens, you have to contact the OTA, get them to make any changes, and maybe even get them to relocate you. But I'm pretty sure this OTA is not going to relocate them because they're the ones that caused this issue. Whenever you have to be relocated to a different hotel, sometimes the hotel has to pay the relocation fee if it's the hotel's fault. But you can clearly see this is not the hotel's fault. This is either the guest's fault for booking the wrong room or the OTA for pushing through the wrong room.
We're completely sold out for tonight.
I'm just stepping in, but you have a king bed and a pull-out bed, right?
Yeah.
You have 2 beds.
And
Yeah.
4 kids, 2 kids and us. And
And
it's
so-
none of your business either. What are you doing jumping into this? It's not.
Well, look, I mean, I don't
I'm
think
saying
that
it's none of your business.
I'm just saying
it's,
there's 2 beds.
you know,
Yeah, shut it. I'm good.
that's not really respectful. I think we can just go ahead and cancel your reservation.
Then what are we gonna do?
Now, this is one thing that I really applaud this front desk agent for doing. And that is she seeing that the guest was getting too confrontational. We have the right to refuse any guest. We don't, the hotel does not have to check you in if they see that you're extremely confrontational, you're perceived as dangerous, or you're making threats. And they don't have to check you in. They can cancel your reservation and say go about your way, because every hotel has like a code of conduct that they abide by. So once they see that you're very aggressive and that you're acting crazy, or that you may be a harm to them or another hotel guest, you're out of there. So even though this, of course, is a very frustrating situation, it was for me when it happened to me, it's not that person's fault. Like, they don't own the OTA. The front desk agent doesn't own the OTA. The hotel doesn't own the OTA. So you really have to be mindful of what's really going on when you're dealing with OTAs. But, don't take it out on the staff at the hotel, because they have nothing to do with your reservation coming through the system.
I'm not too sure, but there are a lot of hotels in the area.
Why don't you just sit tight for a second?
I will. I'll be here till 11.
So, this girl was very professional when she was handling this guest. Of course, the guest is upset because at the end of the day, he has a family and he's trying to get checked in, so on and so forth. So you have to be really mindful when you're booking with OTA. If I book with OTA, I know what I'm getting. Like, I know what it is. I know I'm not dealing directly with the hotel, and I have to be mindful of that when I'm dealing with that particular OTA. A lot of times you're going to get the runaround because you're going to have to call the OTA, then you got to deal with the hotel, and then you're going to go back and forth. It's like a wheel. You're going back and forth between all of these different companies trying to get a matter resolved. I actually had a guest that booked through Priceline. You know how that is. Booked through Priceline, prepaid, and Priceline they rarely cancel reservations. So, you gave us your money, you know what it was prepaid, and it was a government issue, government shutdown, whatever the case may be. So they were having issues getting to the location and they wanted a refund. It's not a reservation. You have to go to the OTA to get your refund. We were guaranteed monies, and the hotel has to pay a commission on that as well. So you have to remember, you have, your room was blocked for a room that could have been sold was given to you to an OTA, and now you're asking the hotel to lose money because of something that not you didn't have control over and the hotel didn't have any control over. So who do you think is going to win and who do you think is going to lose in that situation? So when you're dealing with OTAs, just be really mindful, because you really have to know what you're getting yourself into when you're dealing with them. This is Bruce Jordan signing out. You know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon. Hey, what's going on? It's Bruce Jordan, the hotel revenue expert. I just want to take a quick second to thank you for watching this video. If you could just do us a big favor and just subscribe to the channel. We have a lot more videos like this, more information, great information about hotels. I'm also the author of the Hotel Revenue Bible. You can get that book on hotelrevenuebible.com. And we are here to answer all your questions. So if you have any questions, just shoot us a quick text at 321-321-2002. That's 321-321-2002. And you can book a revenue call. Go to hotelrevenuecall.com and we can answer any and all your questions. Just make an appointment with me. You'll do one-on-one with me. You'll be able to do one-on-one with me, and we could go ahead and get all your questions answered and see if you have any revenue issues that needs to be resolved. Talk to you soon. Thank you again. Hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate you.